So you played hard techno this
That
last
is correct.
round.
That is correct.
Did you do hard techno for the set before? The
This was my
was this wait, this was your
this was my
first one?
first. This was.
I thought you did another one. Well, that's just me. That's just me on I'm sick. I'm
That's
sick.
okay. That's
I
okay.
can't
You're
I
fine.
can't
You're
think.
good. You're good.
Uh, Tell me, techno, why hard techno? And what is the difference between regular techno and hard techno?
Regular techno is very warehousey, very rhythmic, not much melody to it. Hard techno, I like to call it's cavemen discovering classic hardstyle for the second time. It's
Okay.
it's yeah, it's the great discovery of fire. But again, it's very bouncy, fun rhythms, very danceable, 150 to 160 BPM. It's just really fun dance music that's like high energy hard dance. Um, Compared to happy hardcore though, it's a little bit more like somber and not as like big euphoric melodies, but more like big kicks, hard beats, stuff like that, right? So it's really fun music. It's actually a really new genre. Really only around COVID did it become a thing. But it's exploded. It's just like exploded.
Yeah, COVID really changed the game for a lot of things.
Mhm.
Now, how long have you been doing or being how long have you been a DJ? Excuse me.
So I have been a DJ since 2022. Um,
Uh-huh.
I used to go by a different name, and what ended up happening was I was going to be DJing at FWA, and I
Okay.
got stopped at the border for the crime of
Oh.
DJing, and I
Uh-oh.
was banned from the United States of America because they thought I was getting paid. So what I did was I rebranded.
Oh.
I picked up a new genre. I went from hardstyle to hard techno, and I started getting into the VR space. So
Yeah, because you don't need a passport in here,
yeah, and
sort
and
of.
it was really funny because I actually ran into the person who took over my slot last minute. At like in an instance, I met their friends, and then one of their friends was like, "Hey, you should apply for Furality." And I was like, "Oh, sure." It ended up being that we both got in, so Hobnoxus and I both got in this past Furality, and sure, it was like a really awful situation, but the things that have come out of it as a result have been phenomenal, right? I can't say enough about how happy I am that I have had this experience as a result, right? So, yeah, it was an experience for sure, but
Yeah. Um, Subsequently, you've gotten more involved with Furality. Is that
I
right?
have.
Yeah, what are your roles in that?
So I was asked to join the judge team this year, which was
Uh,
really exciting. I really have been someone who always likes, getting to listen to sets, helping people out, stuff like that. And getting the opportunity to actually be a judge this year and hearing all the talent that's in the community has been phenomenal. It's been phenomenal. I am so happy to get the opportunity to sort of hear what the community has to offer, and there's been some really impressive sets this year, and I'm excited to see what the lineup's going to look like. But
mhm.
I'm also really happy to get to work with Virality and give back just by the virtue of what it's given me as a result. So
Are
it's been
you
fantastic.
are you applying to do another set for this year?
I am, but it's not hard techno. I won't
Okay.
say what it is, but
Oh, yes.
it is a back to back. So we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll
We'll
see.
see.
We'll see. Was this past set, the first time you had done DJing in VR on that kind of scale?
On that scale, most definitely. Most
S
definitely. I would say, like, period, like, the experience I had going through Furality and all of the it was such a unique experience in the way that you put everything into the set, and then you had all these people working with you, and it was so above and beyond anything I've ever done before that I was just blown away by, like, the sheer magnitude of the operation, and seeing it all come together in the end was like, oh, I put a lot into that set. There was, some very personal tracks in there and some tributes, to, some people, and it was incredible to get to have that experience to really put it all out on display. Yeah, it was awesome. It was incredible. It was incredible.
um, so, did you face any trials or tribulations that you didn't expect to happen during this process?
I I had some trials and tribulations I did expect, and then some I didn't. I had a friend, one of my very good friends, pass away in May 2024.
Mm,
And he was very involved in the VR space. And there was still a lot of grief to process around that when I was building my virality set. So I actually produced a track um, 2 weeks after he passed away. I started it and I finished it 2 weeks before the submission deadline for my set, and it was my closer track. And I'm really glad that I got to memorialize him on the Furality stage because it was important to me to be able to close that chapter, but it was also I'm glad certain people got to see it. And other than that, it was just about the most effort that I've ever poured into a set, like, by a huge margin. It was, like, months of looking for tracks and building and really making sure everything was just pinpoint perfect. And, I'm really happy with my set, and, I definitely feel like I gave it my all. As a result, though, I've learned to pick up some of the other creative components of building a set, like VJing, because I saw what people were able to do with their sets, and I really wanted to sort of build off that, right? And do the really cool visuals and really get to sort of have that full creative process. And it was really really inspiring to get to see. But I do really want to do it again so I can really push as high as I think as I can go.
so what would be some advice you could give to someone, who was hoping to be in a similar position as you for a upcoming Furality?
Don't be afraid to lean on the people around you. Take advantage of the resources you have. Reach out even if they aren't a part of the organization. Reach out and have friends give you a hand with visuals or things like that, recording. Um, don't feel like you have to do it all on your own. And on that same note, don't feel like you have to find people within Furality to do everything, right? You can have people help you record video clips and pass them along to your VJ, or you can have someone edit some, specific stuff together for you so that you can have those really big moments. And it'll also help your team a lot. It's really all about taking advantage of every resource you can because otherwise it's too much to do on your own. And I learned that. Um, and otherwise, I think the other big one is just build a set that sure other people might be happy with, but at the end of the day, you can listen back and you can feel good about, right? You played what you wanted to play, you put the message that you wanted to out there, and if you do that, you're gonna feel good at the end of the day about what you did, right? Don't be a crowd pleaser. Don't feel like you have to be like this person or that person. play what you want and what you can look back on and go, "Yeah, this was good."
That's great. Thank you. That's
Yeah,
solid advice. Well, I want to thank you very much for taking the time to sit down here with me and have a little bit of a chat. Um,
absolutely.
Before I let you go, could you tell me what your socials are so we can find your music online?
Absolutely. So I am on Blue Sky as fish_DJ, and then I am on SoundCloud as fish with an exclamation point if you want to check out my music there. I'm also on Mixcloud as fish. So if you'd like to find any of my music or my sets, they're going to usually be posted to my Mixcloud. And if you want to come see me play, it'll be posted to my Blue Sky.
Fantastic. Well, thanks so much. I
Thank you.
appreciate you, and we will see you next time.
All right.